Here goes nothing, people. Right, let me know in the chat. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Let's have a look what we're saying. Just let me know before I continue if you can hear me or not. Otherwise, there's no point me talking right now. Yeah, okay. Shout out to you. Thank you, Javad. Sly, thank you so much. Yeah, as you can see, it's different settings. But you know what wasn't different today? Leeds United taking the mick with this league. Where is the competition, people? Where is the competition? Obviously, you can see my thumb. I'm clicking your comments with my thumb. It's pretty obvious. I'm doing it on a mobile, but I'm making the best of it, aren't I? Please, as you know the drill, people. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, drop your comments below. Shout out to you, Chris. Yeah, Karen. What a win, 4 goals, clean sheet. Emphatic victory today. And the goals as well. Some of the movement for the goal, some of the finishes, lovely to see. Obviously, we're going to have to see what's going on with Bamford, see how he is, seeing how he's, get the kettle out. That's funny. All right, I'll give you that. See how he's getting on because obviously it was due to be an unchanged team. We was going to go with the same lineup that we did in the previous game. Bamford pulls up with some kind of injury in the warm up, but look, we'll see what happens with that. The good thing is I'm not panicking about that, and I tell you I'm not panicking about it because even if Bamford is out for whatever amount of time, I'm fully confident that not only will Peru slot in as a number 9 as he should have been the whole time, wink wink, but Willie Nonto could easily be the backup number 9 or play in that role. So that would then leave Dan James to come back into the team because right now not every one of our better players can get into the starting 11. It's only going to be through injuries and suspension. So, look, it will be a problem if Bamford is out because it does leave another body out. But we just got to see what happens. See if Danny Farker could give any clarification after the game. He is, man. He's absolutely on fire. And you know what? A lot of the things that I said in the preview have come to fruition today. I believe in storylines and Joel Perot. He tried not to celebrate today, but he still gave him he still gave him that, didn't he? He still give him the old celebration that he does. That was good to see. Love to see Joel Peru score. I believe in storylines, and when you're playing against your former team, especially as a striker, you want to score, and he did that today. He was good today, playing in the number 9 role. Wink, wink again. Somerville still on fire, but I just want to say in regards to that first goal, it was a deflected goal, but you create your own luck. But it was the air shot from Jorginho in the first place, him retrieving it, and then Gruev's little pass through. Oh, it was lovely, beautiful movement for the goal. The goal is what it is from Somerville. He now picks up another goal. He picked up another assist as well for Nanto in the game. His numbers are just growing through every game. It's lovely to see people. And of course, if I was on the laptop right now, I'd be putting up the league table. But Kevin Otto here saying Southampton crumbling like a cheap paint on the wall. Southampton lost today, people. We are now second. We are now second. I know Southampton have got a game in hand, but I've always said I'd take points in the bag over games in hand any day of the week. So we are now in second place, and we are cooking, people. We are not losing games. We're not drawing games. It's just all dubs. Yeah, and it's another clean sheet. The defense hardly had anything to do today. Listen, the second half, by the way, I was watching Sky Sports via Now. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable coverage, man. That was disgraceful. They were talking about rain. Imagine paying like a premium amount a month to hear a big old $1 billion corporation is struggling with rain. No, you better put some cheese back in my bank account. That's what you need to do. Ryan here saying in regards to Southampton, they've got to win that game in hand that they have against WBA next year, 100%. That's why I always say people can always look at on paper, games can look good, but you have to get the points. And I said this in the preview. This is another thing. This is what I said in the preview. There are a potential banana skins in this weekend if this week's matchups. Obviously, Leicester, as I said, we're going to sail through against Sheffield Wednesday. Leicester are clear, they're gone, they're planning for the Premier League. Forget about them. But I said that we had a potential banana skin because it did have the potential to be tricky. But then I said Southampton, there could be something there. And it proved to happen today. They weren't going to go unbeaten forever, and they've tripped up here. Then we're going to now see Ipswich tomorrow, see if they slip up against Millwall but at this point in time, I guess it's Southampton we need to worry about. But I told you, potential banana skins in this week's matchup. And you know what? Crazy as well. We got Plymouth again. We just can't get rid of these guys. Chris King here saying Baggies are hunting down Ipswich. Yep. So they will be ready for the Saints. Yeah. WBA is still in the race for playoffs, man. There's a big gap between. I think it's us. I wish I had the table in front of me, but there's a big. Actually, I've got my other phone here. I got my actual phone here. Crazy how you do these things when you haven't got your laptop. Let me just look at the league table. So yeah. We've got 66 points. Southampton 64, Ipswich 60, West Brom 52. So we are really looking at Ipswich and Southampton as our main contenders. As I think. Get the kettle on. Yeah, all right, man. Look, I'm in the kitchen. I told you my mom don't have a basement. I told you that. Yeah, shout and listen. There was a message on the last stream about give thanks to your mom for the lead support. Yes, Billy Bremner, supporter from Time. Shout out to Mumsy, of course. Let's have a look here. Steven here, beautiful win, awesome game. Farker's done really well. Yes, we have a great squad, but at 2 weeks into the season, I didn't have a hope. And I'm expecting us to go up. People, I bet you the temperature has changed today. I bet you the temperature has changed, not just today, but previous games. I can imagine now, because when I talk about the team, I always say about we're going to go up this summer. I always talk about if we go up this summer. I imagine now a lot of you guys are feeling the same. I feel like a lot of you guys are feeling the same. KG in his burner phone, the trap phone. I'm joking in case anyone's watching. But yeah, I'm sure that a lot of you now are expecting not to go up. I mean, even the fans were singing today, Leeds are going up. So, the expectation has risen, and then that's when the pressure comes on a bit more on the players. But you can see with these players that some of these players are just so seasoned, so good, so calm. Even Archie Gray's pass for Nanto's goal. Nanto's movement was sensational in itself, but Archie Gray's pass, beautiful stuff. Michael here saying didn't sign a striker in the window, just had to bring William from the cold. Yeah, and that's why I'm not too, I'm not going up in arms about Bamford being injured possibly for long term. We knew that was going to be an issue with Patrick Bamford. But when you've got Willie Nanto could easily play in the Championship anyway, down the middle if necessary. And you saw Joel Perrault today. He was hungry. He was hungry yet again. He's hit 11 goals for the season. For all the criticism, he got to play in the number 9 position today. He wasn't starting moves from beyond the halfway line. He was linking up, and that was his goal today. He linked up with Nanto. Beautiful assist by Nanto just to slip it in back. Right foot. I mean, their keeper was shocking in all fairness, but we take it, people. We take it. Yeah, Jason, Somerville's pass for the last one was perfect too. Somerville is just on another plane. I will easily say he's the best player in the league, and I put him over Keenan Dewsbury Hall. Easy. He's easily the best player in the league. I don't think it's. Is it up for debate, people? Is it up for debate about Somerville? Every team would have a Somerville in their team. Absolutely every single one, and even some Premier League teams. But see, that's why we have to go up. Otherwise, he will be in the Premier League, but just without us. Allison here, great win. Yeah, listen. Cookie in the house. I've said Southampton will not last the pace. As long as Leeds keep the church and fortress, we should be fine. Absolutely, Leroy Cook. Cookie here, man. Shout out to Cookie, one of the brilliant member of the channel. But yeah, listen, our fortress is Ellen Road. I don't think, you know what? Let me put my stuff out on the table. I don't think we're going to lose at Ellen Road this season. I may give it the kiss of death. I may have done that, people. But I'm going to say, I don't think we're losing at Ellen Road this season. Mr. P with the super chat. Yes, I can still get the super chats on here. So shout out to everyone that puts in the donations. Thank you so much. Mr. P saying celebratory beverage of your choice for today's performance. Games like that do give me so much joy. Man, after the second goal, I was thinking, man, how many more can we get? I mean, I put down a calm 3-0 prediction. I put down a calm 3-0, and by the time the fourth went in, I thought it could have been 7. And again, I guess that will probably be another criticism from people and Daniel Farker too. At times when we could just hit the ball, at times we just try and keep on walking it in. But look, we cannot complain about this, people. We're keeping clean sheets, we're scoring goals, and more importantly, we're winning games. That's all the remedies you need in this division in order to get out of it. Everything else you can improve on, but as long as it's not hindering you, which it's not right now, you have to take it, people. Yeah, they did. Bristol did well today. I'm going to check out their highlights in a bit, man. But Southampton, I don't think they scored a goal. That's unlike them, and their streak is over. The streak is done. What else we got here? Yeah, Godfrey, I agree with that 100% too. Godfrey here saying, I still think we have another gear to move up to. Big time. Of course we can. I think we could easily slap one of these teams. I think we could give them an 8-piece. I think we could give them an 8-piece calmly. You saw that today when Somerville Nanto, they combine for the fourth goal. They come off, and who comes on? Jaden Anthony and Dan James, who are also trying to get into the starting 11. There's hungry players all over this squad, all over the place. And I'm sure if Gerhardt manages to get on at some point, he'll have a point to prove as well. There's healthy competition in this team. And they won't care that the score's 4-0 and Danny Farker probably says, be respectful. They'll say, no, I want to prove to you that I can play in the next game. I'm going to score a goal. It's all it is good for Leeds United. Yeah, let me get this one. Yeah, Chris, this is true. Chris here, bringing on Dan James and Anthony in this league is disrespectful. People would love those as their starting options. Right now, they're having to hold the bench. Dan James is unlucky. I've been singing Dan James's praises all season, as a lot of you guys know. But how do you take out Nanto in this form? You can't. You can't take him out. So the only way he possibly gets back in is if Bamford is hurt long term. And then Dan James can get back in. That's the only way. And that's not a slight on Dan James whatsoever, because Dan James has been sensational this season and his numbers back it up. But Nanto at this point in time, not only does he have a partnership with Somerville, he's got it with Jorginho too. Those three together are just, it's unplayable in this division. Absolutely unplayable. J-Dog here saying, Nanto and James both being sharp gives us real competition on the right wing, 100%. Russ here, shout out to you, Russ, man. Could be wrong, but I've always said if we can actually get into second spot, we'll only get stronger. This is it now. The pressure's different now, isn't it? Because we've always been chasing that top two. We are now in that second spot. So now the game against Plymouth, whereas probably would really offer as a win in any other week leading up to it. Now the pressure's on us to keep up the pace. But I've got confidence in this team, people. I generally do. I have confidence in this team to do so. I'm going into these games now, people, and this may sound arrogant, and maybe it's a Leeds United thing, I guess, arrogant Leeds. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I think the only game I'm going to be like, oh, this could be close, is Leicester City. Everything else, I'm like, I think we're going to win this game. I'm absolutely pumped up. Man. It's good. Hey, man, it's good vibes, man. I'm a bit tired from a bit of traveling today, but listen, when your team's playing like that, and I got my good family around me, there's nothing much to complain about, people. Nothing much to complain about. I hope this is okay for you guys. I know it's not the usual setting. There's not the usual mood light, all that stuff. But listen, I try and give it to you the best way I can. Pause. But you know what I mean. I did, Michael. And if I was at the computer, I'd show you it. But yeah, Sea of Green. That's all I asked for, Michael. That's all I asked for. Karen, thank you for the update. I like this stuff. We have 13 shots, 8 on target. There we go. We've got over 6 people. We hit over the 6. I hope you put your bets on. Spence here. You think it will go to the last day of the season, KG, for auto promotion? I hope not, Spence. I hope that we continue our strong form, and obviously Southampton and Ipswich continue to stumble. That's the perfect pink fluffy cloud world, though. But if we could do that, that would be great. But yeah, if it comes down to the last day and it's a shootout between us and Southampton, I back us to do it. I back this team to do it. I just don't see the weakness again. We talked about Gruev today. His pass that opened it up for Somerville, just sensational yet again. I'm actually running out of words for these players and their performances. They are absolutely performing up here. And yes, there's a level above where they could go to if they could just be a bit more clinical. But these guys are just performing at a high rate. Archie Gray, to the moon. To the moon, Archie Gray. Oh, is it 3-1? Okay, 3-1, okay. Mr. P here saying 4 goals in 4 games for Nanto, and I think 2 assists too. Yeah, he's on fire. You can't drop him at this point. Might have to rotate him when the games get a bit closer. And the kickoff times are a bit closer than they usually would be, as Danny Farker, alluded to a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, these are great problems to have. Look at me with my big finger in the way. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling up here. Uh, Bobby, just come here. You're vlogging now, bro. No, man, I'm just not at home, man. Just not at home. Um, let's have a look here. Kitchen vlog. That's what it is. Okay, yeah. Russ here saying Southampton play West Brom Friday. Okay, yes. Yeah, so hey, listen. Let's see if they can get back on. Let's see if they can get back on the winning horse. Yeah. Let's see what they can do now. The pressure. They're now needing to win these games. You know, they were getting a couple of draws here and there. They almost did it against Huddersfield. People. They almost blew it there, but then they just had one more in them. But they run out of gas today. You know, Bristol City have taken it from them today. Can they start to get back on the winning trail against us? You know, they're a stubborn side, West Brom. You know, they're not the most glamorous, but they're hard to beat. So it will be interesting to see. See, Parrot House has dropped something in there. Let me just scroll. Parrot House with a super sticker. Thank you so much, Parrot House. Always supporting the channel. Thank you so much, man. Fridge tour. Fridge tour. You guys are funny, you know. I like it though, man. Good vibes, man. Good vibes. Mark Campbell here. Super dedication from KG. Yeah. Even my mom said about it. Can't you put like a holiday mode? I'm like, nah. There's a game on, man. We got to talk about it. So here I am, people. Here I am. Please hit the like for me as well, please. Full time. Yeah. Thank you for that, SJ. I like that. You know, kitchen KG better than no KG. I appreciate that, man. That's really nice. Yeah, goal difference. Yeah, Tony, we've been speaking about this. It's important that we get the goals up. I know Daniel Farker doesn't like to run the score up, but we do need to get the goals up just to put that extra gap between us and the rest. And if we can have a much better goal difference and say we are on the same points as Southampton, it doesn't matter because we'll go up on goal difference. People get relegated on goal difference. It really is essential. That's why I never believe when people say, what's the difference between losing 7-0 and 1-0? There's a huge damn difference. You know what I mean? There's a big old difference to that. So, yeah. Big thing on the goal difference, 100%. Back of the net in the house. No matter where you are in your kitchen or your car, KG, buzzing after that away performance. Big time. Jack here saying, what do you think of Joel Peru? I think he gets trouble past too easily. Yeah, because he's not that kind of pressing forward, Jack. He's a number 9. He's a 9/9.5, whatever you like. He does play better like that. You saw today he can play off the shoulder. It's not a problem, and he was linking up play as well, which probably went unnoticed. But yeah, he's not a presser from the front like a Bamford, or you know, on a more extreme. No, please, I'm not putting Bamford and this player in the same ballpark, but like a Luis Suarez. You know, those guys love to press from the front and win the ball. He's not that kind of player. He's not. He's a different kind of forward, and there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, he's hit his 11th tuck this season in very limited opportunities up front, shall we say? Very limited up front. Man, sorry about my finger in the way here, people. Sorry about that. Yes, Mr. Tom, come on, Leeds. Yeah, shout out to you, and shout out to you for the. Hey, sorry, hey, Mr. Tom, it's all right, man. You can shout on this one. It's okay, man. We're celebrating. We're celebrating. Mr. Tom is a member of the channel. If you want to become a member of the channel, the link is in the description. It just helps me out, helps the channel out. So thank you as well to all existing members. But yeah, I think that is it, people. Because I can't really get anything else up. I think I've mentioned all the goals. Nonto 2, Joel Perot against his former club 1, Somerville. I think I've done them all. Yeah. Jack here though as well saying, I love when we play one-touch passing. Teams in this league are left chasing shadows. It's a different level. The way that we break against teams is a joke. And that one, I wish Nonto had finished it. It was the one from their corner. People, do you remember how many times we got scored on from our corners in the Prem, in our last in the Prem? It was a joke, wasn't it? It was an absolute joke. And we almost did that today, but Nonto just couldn't get the finishing touch on it. But that counter-attack was lethal. Absolutely lethal. Guys, we're just cooking on all cylinders here. And just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. We're winning games. Yes, we could be more efficient. Cool. But we're keeping clean sheets, scoring goals, winning games. Enjoy it. Enjoy it now. Vavi here saying, oh, is it Vavi? I always get this one wrong, Vavi. I'm sorry. Hope Bamford's knock isn't too serious. Yeah, we need everybody. Need everybody. Doesn't matter what you think about the players. We need everybody just to keep that bench looking the way it does. Having Connor Roberts on the bench today with Dan James, And Jay Nancy, as someone said earlier, it's a joke in this division, absolute joke. So hopefully we'll get some news. In fact, let me check on my other phone. Let me check on the other phone, see if anything's come out yet. Uh, no, nothing come out yet. But of course, I'll be doing a preview for the Plymouth game back in familiar settings on Friday, and we can talk about any injury news that pops up then. No problem. Uh, I think that is it. I think that is it. KG in the kitchen has got a ring to it. I don't mind where I do this. If the first ever video I did was off my mobile, and if you knew the settings that I was setting up my camera and stuff on, it's a story I'll tell one day. But it's hilarious because you just wouldn't believe it. Things were balancing on things that shouldn't be balanced on. It's crazy. It's Spence in KG we trust. Thank you so much. Listen, guys, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I think we've said everything. Um, no way there, Pete. I can't believe how good Gruev is. Yeah, he's being sensational. Let's be real. Also, you have better production values than Sky from your Mars kitchen. That's tremendous. That is actually tremendous. Kono here. Or is it Kono? Oh, I'm sorry if it's an Irish name and it's spelled differently. Sounded differently. Cage is more professional and reliable than Sky Sports. You guys are great, man. You guys are great. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna end it there, and I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. I know, like I say, I know it's different, but I hope you've been enjoyed the stream today, enjoyed the result, enjoying the football that we're playing. I will be back on Friday with a match preview for the Plymouth game. Yeah, we're playing those guys again. Until the next time, people, like the video, subscribe, drop your super thanks in the comments below if you will, and I'll see you in the next one, people. Thank you for joining me. Peace out.